Okay, so something I wanted to test out was Nilou. Let's not do Abyss first. So the issue with Nilou currently is that one, there's a cryo shield on the first half, and two, there's electro shields and pyro shields and cryo shields on the last half. This is a pretty bad Abyss for Nilou. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, they used to not, like, before 4.0, like, I was like, no, they barely put, you know, any, like, restrictions on Nilou. Like, there was barely any cryo shields. And then after 4.0, because, one, I think this is the first time this boss has ever been in Abyss, right? So, cryo shield, you know, whatever. Like, this didn't have an issue. This wasn't an issue. And then, obviously, before 4.0, this character wasn't even out. Like, this boss wasn't even out whatsoever. But now, Abyss has both of those, and they have the Abyss Lectors, so it is very hard for Nilou. So, basically, Nilou, she is really nice, and all you have to do is just simply have this happen. Like, it's simple as this. This is the simple...
Don't you dare.
Of course, we are. Alright. Okay. Alright. Just trying to make sure that we don't die. Ow. And then now we'll do this, and as you can see, look at the blooms, 27,000, having electrocharge be constantly applied, yeah. So 27,000, that's actually kind of a little bit lower than what I was expecting. Maybe I'm a little, oh, 32,000, we saw 32,000. Depending on who is triggering the reaction, right? Because if we look at my Kokomi, she has 449 elemental mastery. And I believe we'll try that with the key. Hold on. We'll make sure that the key is active, right? So we have all that, and now, oh, her elemental mastery went down. So, and then we have like 200 elemental mastery that we would get from Nahida's elemental burst. Is it 200 or 250? I forget. It's 250. So we would also get 250. So she has more like 561 elemental mastery, which is good. You know, Kokomi is pretty good for that. It is sad to say, I know. Kokomi is like the #1 character for a Nilou team because of the way that she's able to tank the blooms. Like, I think this showcases Kokomi just in the greatest light. I don't think that there is a single other team that provides for Kokomi like what this team does, because it basically nullifies her crit rate issue, although it would have been nice if she could crit and actually do damage herself. But it doesn't matter because of the bloom reactions, and because, you know, Kokomi has such high HP, you do actually, you know, like, benefit a lot from that, because what happens with, you know, Nilou's bloom team is that you take a lot of damage with yourself, right? You go in and you're like, oh yeah, this is sweet, this is nice, and then you die. But one thing I just wanted to talk about is how Copella keeps being a boss in Spiral Abyss, which is very annoying.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
So I'm gonna try doing the second half of, you know, this, like, yeah, I'm just gonna try it, alright. It also, one good thing about Nilou's team is that it uses a lot of characters that you don't normally use, right? So, I mean, Nahida is one character that you may normally use, but, you know, Traveler and Kokomi, they're not generally just thrown onto teams to buff, right? It's not like, you know, Nahida and Kazuha and Bennett, right? Those type of characters, right? So I could just go ahead and grab, you know, those characters for my, you know, team, and we'll be fine. It's one of the benefits of Nilou team. It's like Mono Geo, but, you know, it uses probably, I mean, personally, I just don't. We're gonna buff Arlecchino. This isn't an Arlecchino showcase. But personally, I do not, you know, use Kokomi basically at all unless it's for Nilou. That's literally the only time I use Kokomi at this point, because her teams that she used to be on, they haven't kept up, right? It's like I'm gonna use a different DPS rather than Ayaka, right? Okay, with a very lackluster, you know, thing. All right, let's go. I'm gonna try this form before but we do anything, because I think this will provide us to be able to just, yeah, there we go. All right, and then we'll do this, and now we have the 27,000 blooms. And as you can see here, great thing about Nilou is that she's hitting multiple enemies, which is really the main, like, huge draw to this team. You know, and you can actually get a buff on this team with, you know, Baiju. Baiju can help this team out too. I would love to move, yeah, so, and you do one annoying thing that I always forget is that you have to refresh her thing. Like, it's very annoying to have to refresh her thing. All right. So now we have this, and we're just going to have these guys. Actually, this might be one of my faster. I meant to hold that. All right. We're just going to. Don't worry about me. Yeah. Yeah. Kokomi's jellyfish does help out quite a bit. We're not healing, but I mean, as you can see, Kokomi's health is just like good enough. I mean, we are healing with the jellyfish, and it would not be the same without it. One thing I don't like about this team is how I have to use the Traveler. That's the like big thing that I really don't like about this team. All right, we're gonna finish that off, and yeah, very, very like this might actually be the fastest time I've cleared this. Right, that's to show like Nilou's strength, right? Because you know, Nilou, she is really good in those AoE situations that might, I'm not joking, that might actually be, oh, I'm not using Prototype Amber on my Kokomi. Yeah, I'm using Thrilling Tales, I think. Yeah, that Prototype Amber would just be better. We could. we could. I mean, it wouldn't actually help, I don't think, Nilou, because I think 70,000 is her cap. Okay, I mean, I'm not exactly being, like, super consistent with Arlecchino, so I wouldn't, look at these times for an Arlecchino thing, because I'm honestly kind of just messing around. No! Stop it. What? Okay. All right, we're gonna try. This is very annoying because Dendro Traveler. Like, this is why I don't like using Dendro Traveler, because I don't like. I need to check his build. Like, I don't. It's probably messed up at this point. Who's getting attacked? All right, yeah. I need the Dendro aura to be applied. All right. That's like, you know, a part of, you know, being good here. Nilou's burst doesn't exactly do that much damage, right? So I wouldn't care too much about that. Okay, so we still do have, yeah, I'm very clumsy when it comes to resetting Nilou's thing, so I always worry about it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start resetting this now. 28,000 blooms. I don't think that matters. Oh, 35,000 as you can see, because that's Nahida applying it, who has 1,000 elemental mastery, right? Yeah, you do get a lot of damage from the key, right? Because oh no, that is really bad for us. Please allow me to burst. And as you can see here, we actually, because you know, Dendro, Electro, Aggravate, or Quicken, I don't know which one, and then also Hydra, we actually are getting. Okay, I would love to actually play the game. Yeah, one thing we're having trouble with is because I got hit so much with like Nahida, we're not having Nahida's proper thing. Ow. Alright, we're gonna just do that. Alright, this one, I mean, I don't know whether, and to be fair, this one you definitely can do. Like, look how fast I can start deleting his shield with Dendro, right? Like, I don't know if I would blame this on, you know, anybody. I think this one was me, because I kept getting hit by this guy's electro attacks, which is not something you should do, weirdly, you know, because it takes all your energy and then takes all your Dendro application. So, like, it's almost like, if you do that, yeah, I wouldn't, it's pretty bad. I don't think that was that bad, because with the Electro, you can have Dendro, which just reaction, and then you're fine after that, right? It's just I got unlucky, one, because they weren't grouping, and two, because I just kept getting hit by those Electro attacks, and my Traveler did not burst once, I think. Like, he bursted at the very end, I think. And that's it. Had he been able to burst properly, you know, if I had more energy recharge on him, which I don't know how much energy recharge I have on him, but you do need a lot.
I can smell the failure.
So we'll see, like, here. Here's where I think she'll have the most trouble. One, there's no AoE at all. So you can't, there's no help. And then two, all of our energy is gone, so that's great. Yeah, this is pretty bad. And the guy's got a cryo shield, which I would say, okay, that time, you know, it didn't, we'll do this. We'll pop this, just because. Alright, so now here we are. We basically, so the thing with Copella is that the shield eventually goes away. I have no idea if that's true about this guy, though. No idea. But right now, I'm just gonna literally just get my energy back, and we're gonna see. Like, I have no idea whether this shield goes away. I'm gonna sit here for like a minute. If it doesn't go away, then we're just gonna assume you literally cannot beat it with this team. Like, this might be one of the only teams. Like, Nilou cannot 36 star this Abyss. Oh, it does go away. Okay, sweet. Okay, make sure we have Nilou all set up there. All right, there we go. It's gonna happen. Oh, he's outside of... I don't think I need to explain to you why, you know, him being... Okay, hold on. Nope, he is outside. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, wow, you did the cryo one, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna call it. That guy very annoying. Yeah, cryo shield definitely is not good for this dude. I've been recording for 20 minutes now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.